right. Hey. Oh, shoot. All right. Hey, collector. Oh, my goodness. Now, how y'all doing out there? Now, and I thought I'd introduce somebody new to the family. Now, he represents duality. We got black and white. Listen, we're all about unity over here. Now, let's see. I don't know. Now, I woke up today to a lot of people on the internet and feeling some kinds of way. I'm like, damn, who the hell died? Martin Luther King? Now, this is no pun intended, because I really didn't know that they felt this way about this person. Now, I had no idea about Charlie Kirk before this reading, so I took a little bit of time just to listen to some of his spew, his rhetoric, and yeah, I'm here to say that nah, I really don't like him. I don't like him. Now, I don't know if this reading is in regards to that. And I'm not telling you that you don't have to like him. Listen, I don't like him. I think he was a whole asshole. And I think it was a little bit of irony behind the way he got took out. That was crazy. But anyway. Now, you know, every time something goes on in the media, whether it's staged or not, there's a message. Now, let's see what Spirit was trying to tell us. Let's figure it out. Wow, I was like, damn. Who died? Martin Luther King. And I'll be damned if I'm talking about they really feel that way about him. Like he was this. That was crazy. But, oh, I'm about to put on another pair of glasses. Damn. What is that? Double vision? Let me see. That's crazy. Thought I was about to do that. But anyway, let me fix my little boo-boo up. I was trying to make sure that you can see the style in his hair. Now, I actually put this on. This is actually a cup that you drink out of. It had a straw in it. But I took it out and I said, let me put some hair in it. You know what I'm saying? Because I like it. Now, this is a little punk rock. But I like it. I had him in there on my coffee table, but I thought I'd bring him in here because, I don't know. I need that balanced energy. You know? Now, let me see what's going on. Spirit, what do you want us to know today? Now, I actually dyed my hair burgundy. Now, that was a whole stretch. And I like it. I like it. Now, we got the Three of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Now, I actually did a reading on him earlier today just to see what the energy was. Now, I don't know if this was something that was coming in from the ancestors or something that was actually coming in from some outside parties. I did hear someone say that he felt like Ukraine was going to take him out. Now, there was something in regards to his message that he had a chance to actually change up. He had an opportunity to do it. I think he's seen something clearly in regards to something that he was actually bringing forth that wasn't necessarily true. But because, you know, like a lot of people, you know, when you steer your brand in a particular direction, just like Umar Johnson, you know, the fear from refraining from an ideology may make you lose, you know, your fan base. And I think that it was a lot of that going on with him, you know. You see, with the pain and the wish fulfillment showing up here, you know, and also with the hangman, which is introspection, a dilemma in regards to judgment. Now, I've also seen a couple of videos, even came from his own camp, that he had passed away like 6 days prior to that. That was crazy. From his own camp. Now, what's that about? Now, it's so crazy when I was pulling the cards on him earlier. I heard, respect the law, respect the law. The girl in Islam. Now, I don't know what that's about. I was like, what? Now, we have 9-9 here. Now, we actually had that 9-9 portal. And we also have Saturn and Pisces retrograding. And I'm telling you, it ain't playing. It ain't playing. All truth will be revealed. Saturn is not here to play. Emotions. You know? You know, a lot of people need to get their houses in order. You know? Spewing all that rhetoric. And I'm talking about when we understand that you are actually an immigrant to this land, when we know who the land belongs to now, that you still think that you're entitled to something that you stole. That's just crazy to me. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now let me see. Now we got the 3 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. And I told you, this was something mental that was going on. 12. In regards to introspection. And I'm telling you, he didn't want to hear it. Now I think a lot of this was coming in from the ancestors. I truly do. Because they told me. Respect the law. Respect the land. Respect the people. Bitch. Yeah. There you go right there. This is all about growth, expansion, yeah, rite of passage, inheritance, baby. Yeah, it was very ritualistic. One of your own kind took you out, boy. Right there with the number 24. Yeah. It was just work. Don't take it personal, Charlie. It was just work. Yeah, now I just seen 11 and all these 9s down here. Now, I don't know if it was ritualistic for 9/11. You know, sometimes they got to give up one of their own too, y'all. Yeah. Yeah, right here with Capricorn. That's crazy. Wow. Wow. Ruled by Saturn. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, he used to talk real crazy about black folk, didn't he? And then it's making so bad you got some black people out there crying for him. But of course, they from foreign lands. And this is the reason why we want to delineate from these people, y'all. Now you see? Now you understand. That's not us. Those are not foundational black Americans. We don't know who they are. They tethers. And we don't claim they ass. Now here we got the eighth house, which represents Scorpio, but it's lost. You know, it's the high priestess, and I told you it's right here on the nine of cups. I told you they was trying to tell his ass he needed to get it together. This is a different day, Charlie. A different day. Now I actually seen a video with redacted. That shit was too funny. And he was outside, I think, on his patio with his nice big old fireplace burning in the back. I thought he was ready to jump over the damn cliff. Ready to jump over the balcony. I was like, damn. And that's what made me say, well, damn, who died? Martin Luther King? I had no idea, because he had actually just came up on my thing and was playing, because I was doing my hair. Yes, I was just letting the YouTube play. And I'm like, what the hell died? Charlie. I'm talking about, I ain't never seen nobody mourn like that in my life. And I was like, wow. Now, I would think that, you know, all of that, it would be more on a unit basis. That's why I brought in, you know, this. So we all about unity around here, you know. Now we got transits showing up here. You know, this is all about healing. The great mother is at work. She getting a lot of people in line. She ain't playing. You're going to respect the land. You're going to respect the law. Yeah, now we got 3 cards coming down here, so I'm going to put them back. But we got the source, Pisces, I told you. And right here in the first house. Now, this is source energy, of course, but it's represented with the moon as well, which is duality. But Pisces, I told you, that Saturn and Pisces, you know, to get some things in line, that introspection, the way you think about things. You know, it's really time to be fair. Fair is fair. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And people with those false ideologies, you will fail. You will leave here. You will leave here. Because even though this is not Saturn, they still represent the same type of energy. And we still in Aries and Neptune. This is the baby boss. She the one, he the one gonna bring it forth. He ain't playing. I want my way. Yeah, he about that life. But anyway, there you go, Libra. And this is, you know, in balance. The thought. The mind. And I told you, whatever he was haunting him. Now, I do believe that the relationships that he had, you know, with a lot of people, yeah, he was born. And I think it was coming in from both ancestral messages as well as, you know, conflicting relationships, government, and so forth. Now I'm gonna cut this short because, you know, I do see, you know, a lot of expansion coming our way. Yeah. Because Jupiter is lined up with the 3 of Swords. Wish fulfillment is lined up with the 8th house. You know? The ancestors is at work. Yeah. Emphasis on the skull. Got you, baby. We cooking all kind of shit up. Bringing in justice. Yeah. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to act right. Don't worry. We got their ass. Hold on. Let's see. A mature woman and a deaf. And I see sudden wealth. But hold on. Let me see what the last card is. Oh, okay. Oh. And look at that. Community and marriages with justice. Wow. And relationships is at the bottom. Occupations. It's like, I see win and lose for a lot of people. You know, I see a lot of people crying about relationships. Now I'm sure that Charlie is crying about his wife. And the community is crying. You know. Yeah. I'm feeling left out in the cold and shit like that right there. I see it. It's right there. But, yeah. That stuff ain't gonna fly. You know? Yeah, it's not gonna fly. Spirit awakening. I told you he had the choice right here with the mature woman to do it. And he knew. He knew. What I'm trying to say, he knew what he was doing was a lie. There you go. With the inner cosmos. I'm trying to tell you he knew. He was warned. The shadow of alchemy. Empowerment and rebirth. When we just seen the inner cosmos. Yeah, and shedding the illusion is here. He knew. I'm trying to tell you, he knew. He knew. Yeah. And heal through the art. And that's him. It's him. That's why I'm showing up as a masculine energy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. He needed to walk away from the divide. But he didn't want to do that. You know? All he wanted to focus on was the black people instead of trying to get his community in line. He wanted to pick out all our faults. That's why they picked him off. And that's your message.